mathematical definition of how to find the inverse. So suppose you have two functions, one is f and the other is g, and now you are finding, this is first step, and then you are finding g of f for x in the domain for f for all x, and then what you're doing, you're finding f of g for x in the domain of g for all x. And if g of f of x equal to x and f of g of x equal to x, then f and g are said to be inverse of each other. So in this case you can simply say that f equal to f inverse and f inverse equal to g. So I will demonstrate how it is possible to find inverse of a function by applying this logic by taking an example. So if I have a function, you can say f of x, which is given by 1 minus 2x divided by 3, and now I have to find the inverse of this function. Now to find the inverse of the function, the first step is that this function should be 1 to 1. So if I am checking 1 to 1 for this function, then what I will get is f of x1 is equal to 1 minus 2x1 divided by 3, and f of x2 is equal to 1 minus 2x2 by 3. So f of x1 is equal to f of x2, which says that x1 is equal to x2 if you will solve this. So it can be solved like 1 minus 2x1 divided by 3 is equal to 1 minus 2x2 divided by 3. So this and this will cancel here. So 1 minus 2x1 is equal to 1 minus 2x2. So minus of 2x1 is equal to minus of 2x2, because this and this will again cancel. So x1 is equal to x2 in this case here. So this function is a 1 to 1. So this means that inverse exists. If it is not a 1 to 1 function, then inverse also don't exist. So this is a step 1 when you are asked to find the inverse of any function. The step 1 which is to be checked is to find that if the function is 1 to 1 or not. And after finding the same function, that it is f of x is equal to 1 minus 2x by 3 is 1 to 1, the next step is to write that f of x is equal to y. So if you are writing f of x equal to y, then what you will get is y is equal to 1 minus of 2 of x divided by 3. And after this, the next step 3 is to interchange x and y. So what you will get is x is equal to 1 minus 2y divided by 3. And step 4 is to write y in terms of x. So when you are writing y in terms of x, what you will get is 3x is equal to 1 minus 2y, and 3x, or 1 minus 3x is equal to 2y, and 1 minus 3x divided by 2 is equal to y. So if you are elaborating this again, what you should get is 1 minus 3x divided by 2 is equal to y. So my y is equal to 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2x. Now my step 5 is equal to check, and this is equal to f inverse of x. Now by using composition, I can check if my answer is correct. And one way to do that is to check that my f inverse of f of x is equal to x. Also f of f inverse of x is equal to x. So now to check that you have got your y is equal to 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2 of x, and you have got your f of x is equal to 1 minus 2x divided by 3, which is, this is equal to f inverse of x. Now you have to check if it is correct or not, and you can check that by f inverse of f of x. So it is equal to, you'll have to substitute f of x here. So this is equal to 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2 of 1 minus 2x divided by 3, which is equal to 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2 into 3 minus of 3 by 2 into 2 of x. So this and this will cancel, and again this and this will cancel, and you will be left with a 3 here, which is here, this, so this will also cancel, and if you move the minus sign inside, this will be plus sign, and this will cancel. So finally you are left with x. And the next what you have to check is f of f inverse of x is equal to x. So to do that, you have to substitute f inverse of x here. So when you are doing that, what you will get is 1 minus 2 of 1 by 3 divided by 2 by 3 into 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2 of x. So when you're solving that, you will get 1 by 3 minus 1 by 2 minus of this is a 3 here, so you will be left with 1 by 3 here, and minus of this, you will take here this and this will cancel, this and this will be cancelled, and the sign will become plus, so plus of x, and this will cancel, so is equal to x. So in this way you have found out the inverse. Also you can check using the composition or the definition that the answer you have found out is correct or not.